The first Pokémon in this playthrough is obviously Meowscarada. It is a dual-type Grass-Dark Pokémon that evolves from Floragato at level 36, which evolves from Sprigatito at level 16. It is the fastest among the 3 Paldea starters and also one of the fastest starters overall. It is also a strong physical attacker that can cripple its opponents with its swift moves. Meowscarada has 2 abilities, the traditional starter ability Overgrow and a hidden ability Protein. Considering the nerf of Protein in Scarlet Violet, Overgrow is the best ability for Meowscarada to have in-game.
Meowscarada's first move is its signature, Flower Trick. Even though it's a base 70 move, it got 2 pros, never misses and is always critical.
Next move is Trailblaze, the grass-type counterpart of Flame Charge. It's a base 50 move and always increases user's speed by 1 stage. Third move is Knock Off. It's pretty useful in competitive matches as it deals extra damage for opponent's held item and also removes it. Another choice for third slot is Night Slash. It has a higher chance of dealing critical damage and when combined with Stab and Meowscarada's high attack, deals quite a blow. Last is a coverage move, Play Rough. Does base 90 damage and also has a small chance to reduce opponent's attack by 1 stage, counting its defense.
We have the Lycanroc as our next member. It is a monotype rock Pokémon. It evolves from Rockruff starting at level 25 depending on time of the day. The best ability for midday Lycanroc is Keen Eye or Sand Rush, considering the situation or user's choice. Midnight Lycanroc is more of a bulky sweeper type. It is the slowest among the 3 but also has good health. It also has many daredevil moves such as Counter and Sucker Punch. It evolves from Rockruff at night after level 25. Its best ability is No Guard. Lycanroc Dusk has the highest attack among the 3, differing from midday Lycanroc by just 2 points in speed stat. It might be the most versatile Lycanroc to use because of its ability Tough Claws. But it is also difficult to get as it evolves from a Rockruff with event ability Own Tempo at dusk.
Midday Lycanroc's first move is its main stab, Stone Edge. With 100 base power and a high critical hit ratio, it can be dangerous. Its next move is Accelerock. Being a priority move, it can deal with opponents with lower HP and can break focus sashes in competitive play. Next is a setup move Swords Dance. It boosts Lycanroc's already high attack to an alarming rate. A +2 in attack stat can cripple even the most defensive opponents. Lastly, we have Drill Run as the coverage move. This move also has a high critical hit ratio, and has the base power 80. Midnight Lycanroc's first move is also its main stab, Stone Edge. You'll see Stone Edge as the main stab for Lycanroc Dusk too, as it's an inevitable move for the Lycanroc line. Midnight's next move is a Life Risk 1 the Counter. Counter strikes back the opponent with double damage upon being hit by a physical move. Thirdly, we have Iron Heat, a very powerful steel move. It's a base 80 move and can flinch slower opponents. It provides great coverage against various types. Finally comes Thunder Punch. Exclusive to Midnight in the line, Thunder Punch covers its water weakness and may also paralyze the opponent. First move of Dusk Lycanroc is also Stone Edge. Pretty versatile, huh? This move's accuracy can be coped up by the held item Wide Lens. Next up is Accelerock. Like Midday, Dusk also profits from the priority move and also gets Stab and Tough Claws bonus. Now we have Zen Headbutt, a base 80 move which can counter fighting, one of its main weakness. It also gets boosted due to Dusk's ability. Let's end with Drill Run, which is mentioned as versatile due to its high critical hit ratio and Tough Claws boost.
Next is a new addition, Ceruledge and Armarouge. Ceruledge is a physical attacker, with good special defense. It evolves from Charcadet when leveled up with holding the Malicious Armor. Ceruledge is a dual-type Fire Ghost Pokémon that gets many useful moves, may it be stab or coverage against types. It shares 2 abilities with Armarouge, Flash Fire and a hidden ability Weak Armor. I recommend Flash Fire. Armarouge is a special attacker with good defense. It evolves from Charcadet when leveled up holding the auspicious armor. It is a dual-type fire psychic Pokémon who has pretty versatile move pool to be an all-rounder. Armarouge shares its abilities with Ceruledge, Flash Fire and hidden ability Weak Armor. Armarouge is also best suited for an offensive playstyle with Flash Fire.
As for Ceruledge, we start with Bitter Blade, its signature. It's extremely useful as it restores half of the damage dealt for a base 90 move. Now to make the already dangerous Ceruledge even more lethal, we have Swords Dance. Once set up a Swords Dance, this Pokémon can become a powerful sweeper. Now we have Phantom Force, a base 90 move which can break through Protect. It also can evade moves for one turn. Last is a coverage move, 𝐋𝐤𝐤𝐞. It can come in handy in situations where other two moves of edge fails, like when facing a Flash Fire normal type. First move for Armarouge is Armor Cannon. A whopping base 120 move, it also reduces the user's defenses. To make Armarouge indeed a special cannon, we have Calm Mind. Calm Mind raises the user's special attack and defense by one stage. Third move is a usual stab, the Shadow Ball, with a decent 80 base power and chance to lower opponent's special defense, it sure comes in handy. To cover up, we have Energy Ball, which can cover its major weakness, water, like Shadow Ball. This move can also lower opponent's special defense.
Now we have Luxray, the Gleam-Eyes Pokémon. It is a mono-electric type Pokémon with great bulk and outstanding attack stat. It evolves from a Luxio at level 30 which evolves from Shinx at level 15. With an attacking stat equal to the god of Pokémon Arceus, it can be a threat to all types of opponents. It has 3 abilities, Rivalry, Intimidate and hidden ability Guts. The most useful one according to me is Intimidate.
For Luxray, the first move is Spark. Even though it's a base 65 move, it has a very good chance compared to other electric attacks to paralyze the opponent. Spark can also be replaced by Thunderfang. It has the same base power as Spark but also has a chance to paralyze or flinch opponents. Next we have Trailblaze. Usually Luxray is a slow Pokémon. But with Trailblaze, it outspeeds many average speed Pokémon and also covers its ground weakness. Now for extended coverage, Luxray gets Play Rough. Play Rough deals with fighting, dark and dragon types. Last move for Luxray is a powerful bite move, Crunch. It's a base 80 move that has a chance to lower opponent's defense by one stage.
Iron Valiant is a Paradox Pokémon newly introduced in Pokémon Scarlet and Violet. It is a dual-type fairy fighting type. It has potential of being a mixed attacker with almost equal attack and special attack. It has only one ability, Quark Drive. Slitherwing is a Paradox Pokémon. It's a dual-type bug-fighting Pokémon that really benefits from its high attack stat. Its only ability is Photosynthesis. As for Ancients,
Iron Valiant gets a good start with Leaf Blade. A base 90 move with a higher critical hit ratio, it's useful for Pokémon like Iron Valiant. Now we have Spirit Break, a base 75 move. This move always lowers the opponent's special attack, allowing Valiant to stay longer. Valiant has almost similar attacking stats, so Thunderbolt is a good coverage option for a mixed attacker like him and also covers his flying weakness. The newest addition to Pokémon gimmicks, Terastallization, makes Terra Blast a very handy move for any Pokémon to have. Slither Wing benefits from Lunge as it lowers the opponent's attack by one stage. It can be powerful when its base 80 is combined with Stab and Slither's powerful attack stat. Next comes Wild Charge. Base 120 move Wild Charge counters its quad flying weakness effectively, though at cost of HP. A recovery move, Morning Sun, helps Slither Wing to stay in battle for prolonged periods, causing threat to opponents. Lastly we have Superpower. This is Slither Wing's strongest stab, standing at a whopping 120 base power. This move has a drawback of lowering the user's attack and defense.
Miraidon is the exclusive legendary of Pokémon Violet. It is a dual-type electric dragon Pokémon that is a fast special attacker. It relies on fast-paced special attacks to take down its opponent even before they know what's happening. It is said to be a serpent from the future that turned land to ash with its lightning. Its signature ability is Hadron Engine. Koraidon is the exclusive legendary of Pokémon Scarlet. It's a dual-type fighting dragon Pokémon that deal powerful physical blows to opponents. It is blessed with enormous strength to cause earthquakes of high magnitudes. It split the land with its bare fists. Its signature ability is 𝐒𝐿 Pulse. Let's start Miraidon's moveset with Dragon Breath. Even though a base 60 move, it has a decent chance to paralyze the opponent and is a stab. Next is its most powerful and one of the best electric moves, Electro Drift. Its signature, it's a base 100 move that has no ill effects whatsoever and deals increased damage on super effective opponents. Now we have the mascot of Scarlet Violet moves, Tera Blast. It changes type according to the Tera type of the user, which works according to terastallization feature. Last is Flash Cannon, a powerful steel-type move of base 80. This move helps to cover its fairy and ice weaknesses. Like before, it can lower opponents' special defense, making Miraidon a threat. Koraidon benefits from Outrage as its first move. It's a base 120 dragon move, but also the user is confused after 2 or 3 turns. Koraidon's signature is one of the strongest fire moves ever, Collision Course. With a base 100 and dealing additional damage on super effective opponents, it's a very handy move. Koraidon's third move is Tera Blast. Tera Blast is a versatile move as it can change type as well as become physical or special according to the highest attacking stat.
Koraidon is quad weak to fairy typing, so to counter that we have Iron Head. Iron Head also counters ice type, which is another potential weakness for Koraidon.